Hello and welcome back. So this time I thought to start a series of videos on artificial intelligence and with the first one being on Azure Cognitive Services. Idea is to start with the easiest topic and then gradually increase the difficulty level. So having said that, let's start with image analysis. So what is this image analysis? Image analysis means analyze any image in such a way that it provides more insights in terms of features or say characteristics. So let's have a look at this beautiful picture. Yeah, you are right, it is Taj Mahal. And if one has to describe it, it can be said as a building with towers with Taj Mahal in the background, right? So in this image, there could be thousands of recognizable objects, but what all we are actually interested in, or what all objects that are making this image more insightful, are the features. So particularly for this image, we can say building, we can see sky, we can see grass. It is an outdoor image, as well as we can say it's a mosque, tomb. In fact, we can say it's monument, minaret. So all these are the major visuals, or we can say tags, which is making this image more insightful. Now, when it comes to tagging, it not only includes person, building, road, grass, but it also talks about whether it is an indoor image or an outdoor image, whether image is black and white or it is quite colorful one. In fact, we can tag trees, plants, brands, logo, landmarks, and lot more than this. So next question is how computer detected that it is a monument or say it's a Taj Mahal. So for a computer to understand what is inside any image, we need to provide lot many example images and data along with the proper labeling. So that data and the labeling will depict that such type of image can be taken as Taj Mahal. So next time whenever we are providing similar image to computer and asking it that, hey, what this image is, it will quickly analyze the image by running lot of algorithms and listing down the common features, and then it concludes that, hey, this image is so and so. So, well, this concept is not limited only to images, but it can also go very well with videos, text, as well as speech. So, but not to worry, Microsoft has already done a lot of work and exposed the services doing all these for us. So, our job is to just make a call to those APIs without bothering much about what is happening under the hood. So, as part of this video, I will be covering, to be specific, computer vision service, which is part of Azure Cognitive Services, and using that we will be analyzing an image. So going on to the next part, like what image analysis can do. So image analysis tells us what an image is about, or say what is it, what the image is representing, what the image is talking about. And it also tells about the type of image, whether it is a clip art or it is a line drawing image. And another interesting thing is the image categorization. So computer vision APIs also help us to categorize any image, whether the given image is of a person or a group or a group of people, or say it is an animal, indoor, outdoor, whether it is food, drink, and many more. So using image analysis, one can also detect gender, age of the person, as well as the coordinates of that person in the given image. So what is the location in terms of X and Y. We can also detect the colors, like I mentioned earlier. By looking at the image, we can say that, hey, it is black and white image, or there is any specific color which is more dominant. We can also detect brands. So now detecting the brand is based on the database of thousands of global logos. So based on that, API will tell us that what this logo is about and what it depicts. Next and the last one is it also helps us to generate the thumbnails of any given input image. Now the interesting question is for a developer that what all languages can be used for analysis. So we can go for Python, C#, Java, JavaScript with Node.js, and Go. So if we are familiar with any of these, then there would be a very small graph we need to scale up, or there is very less we need to add in our skill set. So here we are done with the initials. And let's go and have a look at how we can actually create an application out of this. So for that, I have taken up a basic console application. So as of now, it is empty. And the reason why I chose this console application is I want things to be a bit similar, because this is the first video as part of the series. So we are not going with any UI stuff. We are not going with any exception handling. We are not going with any error handling or anything. We will just go and see what are the minimal steps we need to execute to analyze any image. Right? So let's get started. So I am inside my Visual Studio 2019, and this is the empty console application. The very first thing we need to add is the dependency. So for that, I will go to NuGet package and go to browse. And here I will add Microsoft.Azure.Cognitive excuse me, Cognitive Services.Vision, and I'm taking this stable version, which is 7.0. Accept it. Great. So we are done with this. I will quickly go ahead and add the namespace. So that is Microsoft.Azure.Cognitive Services Vision.Computer Vision. As well as we need to add the namespace for models also. So if this part you are not doing initially, it's okay. Anyways, when error pops up, we can get it added. So this is where we are. Now, the very first thing when we are dealing with any of the Azure services is we need the key and the endpoints. So for that, let's go ahead and create two variables, which is at class level. And I'm taking variable static string, and let's keep a name very simple, key. I will keep it empty as of now, but shortly we will see how we can get these values. Endpoint, and let's keep it empty. Okay, so this part we will have a look at it shortly. And next, coming on to the major part, which is like the creating the client object, right? So for that, we need to, and in fact, before creating the client object, we can list down what all features we need to analyze, right? So for that, I'm going to create a list of string. So I'm going to create a list holding all the features which we are interested in. So let's make it list of, I think we need to add namespace here. So let's get added, and it would be list of visual features types, and I will make it nullable. Next, I'm going to take few of those. So features dot, let's go with let's say we are interested in description first of all, and then we are interested in tags, that what all tags are associated with that image. We can also have a look at categories, and let's take one more, which is color. So these are the features which we are interested in. Next, we will go ahead and create the client object. So for creating the client object, new, and inside that we need to use the computer vision client class. So here you can see that it supports various types of parameters, so service client credentials and along with other HTTP handlers. So first of all, let's go and create an object of the service client credentials. So for that, I will be taking API credentials, and here it expects key. Next we need to go is endpoint, and this we will assign it to the endpoint which we are having. So this is where our client object will get created. Next thing is we need to work on the analysis part. So for that, I will go ahead and create analyze image. So this would be our function, and what this function will take is client parameter as well as the image path, right? So let's give some path here as of now, and probably we can make it as async method. So I'm using it wait at the caller, and I will quickly generate it. So now this is my method. The very first thing which I can do is I will make it async, as well as we can make return type as task. So here is the namespace. Let's get rid of it because we are going with a very basic model here. Now in this particular method, what we need to do is we need to first of all read the image file. So in this example, I'm going with the local file which is stored on my disk. So for reading a local file, we need to go with the stream. So let's start. Again, we need to add a namespace for the system.io stream and file dot open read, and here we need to pass the image here, so I can make it image path. So the same parameter we can use it over here. Get inside this, and inside this what we will be doing is we need to call our API using the client object. So dot analyze. So there are two APIs. One is analyze image async. So if you are dealing with the images having their URL on the web, so we can use this particular function. But if we are going with the local one, then we need to use a different one, which is analyze image in stream async. And here it will take parameter as stream, and the next parameter would be the visual features. So visual features, and let's go ahead and features features. Now okay, so here what we can do is we can go ahead and declare it inside this so that it would be local to this, and let's keep our main function very clean. Okay, so here it will analyze and will give us the results. Next we need to extract the parameters which we are interested in. So first thing I want to know, like, what is the description, what my image is talking about. So for that, let's go here, and it is console application, so we can quickly use console.writeLine and description, closing tab. And here comes the most important part. So for that I will be using for each loop, and sorry, results dot description dot captions. Now one image can have various captions, right? And which one to choose, it is totally on us. So each and every caption, whatever this API is returning, will have their own confidence level. So we can go with the one which is more closer in the sense of confidence, right? So I will quickly print it here, dollar, and let's go ahead and say caption dot text, and we can also provide confidence score. Let's keep it simple using confidence, and caption dot confidence. So here we will get to know what all descriptions are available and what are the confidence level. Next we are interested in tags. So again, let's go here and do tags. Similarly, we will have to go with the for each loop. So once the API is called, everything is quite straightforward. We need not to do much apart from calling this, apart from extracting the results using for each loop. So here again we can quickly provide console.writeLine $, and here I can provide tag.name. So this is how we can do it. And next, if we need categories, I can quickly copy paste it, so it will save some of our time. I will just rename it to categories, and here it would be result.categories, and here it would be, let's say, categories. Let's rename this variable to avoid confusion, category, and category dot name. As well as, if you want, we can also provide confidence score here. It would give us more sense, and category dot score. So I think we are good enough. The only thing, two things which are still remaining is supplying the image path. So for that, I will quickly go ahead and create one list, and will keep some hard-coded values for this image paths. So let's go here, and I am going to create a list of string image paths, and inside that I will go ahead and provide some path. So I'm already holding some images. Let's copy it over here, and first I will take the Taj Mahal picture and at the rate. Next we can go with an image of a kid, and lastly we'll take one of the very interesting picture, and I'm naming it as magic. So for that, and lastly we will just iterate our list for each, I would say, image path, image paths, and inside this we can call this particular API Control X. So here we can easily get image path. Perfect. So let's build it and see. We are all good. Very good. So last thing which is still pending is extracting the key and the endpoints. So now this is a Azure service. So what we need to do is we need to go to the Azure portal, go to Cognitive Services. Now for generating the key and the endpoint, we have two options. One is we can go and directly create it for computer vision service. If we are sure that we are not going to use this cognitive services anywhere, or if we want to be sure that I want to keep this computer vision service altogether separate. But if you are in a future plan wherein you want to use more than one computer vision services like speech, vision and all those, then I would suggest just create one single endpoint and a key pair, and that can be used across all the applications. So for this, I will show you both the things. If you are going for computer vision, you can just type in here and you will get this computer vision over here. Just select it and it will guide you in a step-by-step fashion. But for this particular demo, I am going to use cognitive services. So this is the one. Click here, click on create, and these options are pretty simple, nothing fancy here. So we can go ahead and create it. Let's click on create. So for me, I have already created one, so I'm not going to create one. So once it is created, you can go to the endpoint and the keys and copy this one. Next is the endpoint part, which I will be taking it from here. Well, so we are all set. It's time to run the application. So I will quickly go ahead, and before that I will put a breakpoint here, or let's say console.readline. So that we can see the output. Okay, now let's start with our very first image, which is Taj Mahal. So it is analyzing, and you can see here description according to the APIs. It is a large white building with towers with Taj Mahal in the background, and it is 0.46 is the confidence score. So it is 46% sure that whatever it analyzes is matching with whatever data it is having in its database. Now we have these many tags for that particular image: building, sky, grass, outdoor, these many like stupa and minaret and all these. And the categories we will talk, it falls under the category of building, and it also falls under the category of building with a street, right? But here it is having the higher confidence score, so we can say that yeah, it is much towards this particular category. Now the next image which we took was a boy with a mask, so I can quickly show you. So this is the image wherein a boy is standing. Actually is my son. So he's standing having a mask, and there are trees, and it's a nice beautiful view. So for that it is saying description is a boy wearing a mask with confidence level this. And these are the tags: outdoor, toddler, footwear, tree, person, sidewalk, summer. And these are the various categories. So it could be, it is outdoor, and as per it, it's saying that he's standing somewhere near ocean or the beach. So here confidence score is a bit higher. Now coming on to the third picture. So the third picture which I was talking is the magical one. So if you look at, this is some picture, and there is a guy holding a bulb in such a fashion that it is completely overlapping with the scene. So now here you can see how intelligent it is. It is saying a person's hand holding a statue in front of Praka the commercial, and the confidence level is this. So it means it is quite close to what the image is. And these are the tags: clothing, statue, arc, street, and these are the buildings, building and architecture. So confidence level is quite high. And outdoor, of course it is an outdoor image with a confidence level of 0.003. So we had seen that how nicely it is analyzing the image and how we are making the things work. And one more thing which probably I can show you is the color dominancy part. So in that, what we need to do is, let's go here and try out one more thing. Let's see whether this image is black and white, or it is like which color is more dominant. So for here it's quite simple and straightforward. I will go ahead and do this dot is black, is BW image, as well as we can also say which color is more dominant, right? So dominant color, and we will pick like which is in the sense of foreground. So results dot color dot dominant foreground color, and let's try out this time. So let's go with just one image, and that is the magical one. Okay, so here it is saying no, it is not black and white, and the dominant color is the gray. So which is quite true till a very high extent. And yeah, that's all for you today, and I hope you enjoyed learning the basics of how we can do image analysis. Thank you.